So getting started with PUBG in 2025, this express guide is going to be for brand new players, or if you've taken a hiatus from the game for a while, this is going to help you a lot. Training mode is going to be your best friend, as well as the arcade mode to get used to playing against real players. Upon going into the arcade mode, you're going to have team deathmatch, intense battle royale, and hot drops, different ways to practice the game against real players. Training mode is one that you definitely going to want to take advantage of, jumping in before every match. Once you're in the training mode, you're going to want to press the button M to bring up your loadouts and how you can change everything. When you have the spawn tool in front of you, you'll be able to play with all the different sensitivities and items that are available to you in the game. Whether it be ARs, snipers, shotguns, LMGs, SMGs, etc. You can test them out and to see how they react within your hands. Practice single shots for tap firing for distance recoil control, as well as practice full moving target sprays for full recoil control practice, especially with the barrel. Here I'm going to show you guys what the recoil control looks like on the barrel without any attachments. As you can see, the pattern goes straight up very fast. Right next to it, you can see what it looks like pulling straight down without any attachments. Here's what the barrel looks like going straight up with attachments without pulling down. And right next to it, you can see me pulling down the spray with full attachments to the barrel. With snipers and DMRs, make sure you practice different ranges with your gun, as well as practice moving targets to get it used to the lead of whatever scope you're deciding to use. For me personally, I like to use the 4x in almost all situations. Practicing recoil control and lead on all moving vehicles in the game is a skill that you will be happy you practice and hopefully master. You'll thank me later. Notice while you hit the vehicles in the training area, the white numbers signify you're hitting the vehicle and red numbers would signify that you're hitting actual players. Once you feel warmed up enough in the training grounds, let's jump into a real game. While flying overhead, make sure to look at the plane path on the map and plan your jump accordingly. Over time, you will learn what locations are considered hot drops where lots of teams will generally land and fights will happen fast and chaotically, or lighter locations where you can focus on looting and gearing up first, then going to find fights later. While using your Alt key while parachuting down to your location, you'll be able to look to your left and your right to see how many teams are actually landing with you. This will give you a sense of how fast and urgently you'll need to find weapons and armor. If your drop is hot, I suggest picking up any gun and any armor you can find immediately. Level 3 gear looks like this, and you'll want to pick this up almost immediately. Fights can often go your way, but more times than not, like this unfortunate player, they do not go your way. Using smart cover and landing shots will help you deal out good damage and minimize the chances of enemy players returning fire. Teamwork and clear communication are huge factors in eliminating other players. Now, you definitely don't want to get caught having to force gump your way all the way across the map for miles and miles and miles. Making sure you pay attention to the zone and where it's rotating is going to be huge in how fast you have to rotate. Luckily, if a teammate finds a car, you'll be able to hitch a ride and make your way to the zone in much more efficient time. Much better. While rotating to zone, or if you hear an airplane going above, make sure you look up to the sky every once in a while because you might see some airdrops falling. These airdrops and crates contain some of the best guns in the game, as well as some ghillies and ammo and other utility that can become pivotal in fights later in the game. But always be cautious when approaching a crate drop because there's likely someone else already there. For example, these two players, one got an MG3, which is one of the best LMG machine guns in the game, as well as this player got a Mark 14. Both are heavy hitters. Once you get your loot, you'll definitely want to make sure you get out of there as fast as possible so you don't get unwanted attention. Now what it's all about, actually winning the game and filling your belly with that delicious chicken. Positioning and landing your shots is ultimately what it's going to come down to. So if you're getting your shots, it's something you definitely want to practice. Or you can just throw a Molotov directly on the player and burn them to death and win. That also works. PUBG is still one of the best battle royales in the world. Whether you're clutching up intense final circle, pulling off wild plays with your squad, or just laughing at the chaos that unfolds, every match creates moments you won't forget. So drop in, gear up, and make some memories. Because in PUBG, every game is a story waiting to be told. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. If you didn't learn anything from the channel, well, this video probably wasn't for you. But irregardless, we'll see you out there on the battlegrounds. See you guys.